What's happening, people? Profit back again with another match reaction. Plymouth 1, Liverpool 0. Liverpool getting knocked out of the FA Cup by Plymouth Town by 1-0. Yeah, this is not the greatest result. Quadruple hopes come to an end. I don't think they were, personally. I don't think a quadruple was ever possible, really. But let's get into the game. So, right from the off today, I don't know what it was, but for some reason we just went on it, man. I know the team was changed a lot, to be fair. There was hardly any first teamers playing. A lot of youngsters on the bench and in the team. But for some reason, the performance just wasn't there today. It was flat. There was no urgency at all. We were 1-0 down. And the players are just keeping the ball, just knocking it around. Like, there's no urgency to score. It's like, it's almost as if the players weren't bothered about the result today, which, it's understandable, considering this is probably the third most least important, or even the last most important trophy. But nonetheless, I have to say, man, I'm not too disappointed that we've gone out. I'm not too disappointed we've gone out. But what I did notice that I didn't like was there wasn't really no fight from the players today. A lot of players just walking around, just no urgency to get into the box, make something happen, create a goal. Elliot, players like Kwanzaa. The mentality today was not good today, I'll be honest. The mentality was really, really, really a little bit off. And I hope that it's not something that carries on into the next couple of games now, because I'll be honest that mentally wise, I didn't like what I saw from the players, because I know it's a nothing game, but you still have to show a little bit of heart and desire. But fair play to Plymouth Town, they deserved it. 100% deserved. We were shocking on the day. We didn't deserve nothing out of the game. All game we created nothing. Nothing at all. Plymouth could have, defended all night. We could have been there all night. We wouldn't have scored a goal. We probably wouldn't have even created a chance. But Plymouth, well done, man. Fair play. Fair play. I did not see this happening. I'll be honest. I did not see us getting knocked out. But you are what you saw. But I think we have to make sure now that like what happened last season, that this loss doesn't derail the season, because we're still in the FA Cup. We're still in the Carabao Cup final. We're still top of the league, and we're in the Champions League. So the players have to make sure we don't make the same mistake that we did last season. One loss to United in the FA Cup last season, destroyed the entire season. We bottled the league, bottled the Europa League. You have to make sure that doesn't happen again. It's important that we make sure it don't happen again, because if we now let this loss, if this loss carries on to the players' minds, you've got Everton coming up next. That is not an easy game there. Then you've got Villa coming up, Wolves at home, City away. Some hard games coming up next. So, the players have got to bust this off as a freak result and just continue playing how we have played in the league and the Champions League, because the last thing we need is for another, freak result to derail our season like it did last season, and like it did a couple of seasons ago when we were in the quadruple hunt before. But I have to be honest, this quadruple talk, it needs to stop, man. Every season, this quadruple talk from some of our fans. We are not going to win a quadruple. We were never going to win a quadruple. There's a reason no one's won 4 trophies in a season. It's literally impossible to do. It was never going to happen. We were always going to end up sacrificing at least 1 trophy. And, this season for us, it looks like it's the FA Cup. But I don't know why fans don't learn their lesson from what happened last season, talking about a quadruple. Then we bottle every single trophy and we only end up with a cup. About 3 seasons ago, same thing. Quadruple hunt. We end up with only 2 league. We end up with only the FA Cup and the League Cup. So, this quadruple talk does put pressure on the players, and it needs to stop, because, you have to be realistic with the expectations. Personally, for me, I think we win 2 trophies this year. I think the Premier League, and I think we'll get the Carabao Cup. But, I don't see us winning the Champions League, I'll be honest. I think, if we come up against a team like an Atletico Madrid or an Inter Milan, I think we will come unstuck. But, 2 trophies for Arne starting his first season is still very, very impressive. Especially if one of them is the big one. one of the big ones. But this quadruple talk needs to stop, because you know it's never gonna happen, is it? Let's be honest, it's never gonna happen. But you know, we lost today. We have to take the loss, man. You know, rivals are gonna banter us now. We know that that's gonna happen. You know, they've been waiting. I swear, these rivals just wait the whole. You know, I swear they. These rivals, man. These rivals, bro. Oh my god. You know, we know that they pray every week that Liverpool are gonna lose, and that, you know, it's what they wait for, man. Every week. You know, so they'll look for anything to banter us about. You know, we're doing well in the league. You know, they'll try and make something up about us in the transfer market. You know, we're never going to win with the rivals, so, you know, let them have their fun now. We have to brush this result off and make sure we brush it off with a very, very solid performance away against Everton. Because I'll be honest, man, if we drop points against Everton, or we don't win, or we lose, it's gonna be a bit of a worrying sign for me, because, you know, that's gonna show that this loss is carried on into the next game. But hopefully Liverpool bounce back from this. I will say I think Slot got the team wrong, but I think you know, it shows really does that, you know, we have our first team that is very, very good, but for me it shows that, you know, after the first team you've got average players like Jones, players like Elliott, you know, Kwanzaa. You got average players on the bench, man, that just aren't good enough to play for us at the end of the day. You know, and people are gonna get angry saying, "Oh, Jones is a local player." I don't care. He's local. He's not good enough to play for us. You know, as a bench player, he can do a job, but as a starter, come on, man, we need better than Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott and players like Kwanzaa. We need better. You know, we're Liverpool Football Club, man. We shouldn't be having, you know, average ballers on the bench. We should have the toppest players playing on the pitch and on the bench. You know, owners, pull the fucking finger out and spend some money, please. Like, yet again, man, if we miss out on we've missed out on a potential quadruple because the squad wasn't strong enough. Again, you know, if Slot had more options to bring on off the bench today, you know, better depth on the bench, it would have been a different story. But it shows that our second team just isn't good enough, man. It isn't good enough. It's average level. And I've known this for a while. I've always known that, you know, even under Jurgen in previous seasons, we've always had a good first 11, but the depth on the bench has always been really, really bad. Really, really poor. And it's something that needs rectifying, but at the end of the day, we know these owners, man, they're not going to spend money, so it is what it is. Like, I don't know where we go from here with the owners, because I'm running out of things to say on them. You know, they're really, really, really bad owners. But albeit, man, we've lost today. We're out of the FA Cup. You know, we've still got 3 trophies to go for, so make sure we go for them 3 trophies, man. Do not let a freak result derail the season yet again. You know, Everton away on Wednesday. Win the game, right the wrongs, get back on track. Liverpool Profit out. I'll speak to you guys on Wednesday night.